Question 1, how do standards influence teaching math in elementary school? I think that standards play a really big part in teaching because standards, the TEKS and standards are kind of like our guideline of what needs to be taught for that grade level. And I think that as a teacher, we can look at the prior grade and see what we need to build our knowledge on. And we can see what our students should already know or would have already learned in that prior grade. And I think it is important to, look not only at our grade, but look back and see what the foundation is that we're building on, and also to look ahead to see where that they're going to be in the next grade level, so that we know this is what they're going to be learning, so we know that we need to make sure and master these skills now so that they can continue to build on their foundation. Question 2, when teaching place value, how can teachers determine when the students first learned the topic and when they have mastered it? I think to first learn or to figure out what they know already, it's important to do an on-level assessment, which can be just a quiz, short quiz, to know where all your students are, because it's not realistic to just say, oh, well, in the last standards that it says that they learned this, so all of them know that. That's not a realistic thing. So I think it's really important for on-level assessments to figure out where they're at, and then to know when they master it. I think that you're going to have ongoing assessments in the classroom, and that's really to help see their progress, and it's important to know what you need to emphasize on more if they're not getting something more than another topic. Or for place value, I think that it's really important to make sure that they really get this skill and that they understand it completely, because we're just going to continue to build on that in the future grades. So ongoing assessment and formative assessment is really how I think that I would know if they mastered the skill. In the math class that I'm teaching now, when they're doing work with me, like guided practice, we do a lot of their individual whiteboards, and I'll be walking around the room to see which students are completely lost or which ones get it within the first few minutes. So that really helps me know which students I need to make sure I focus on, or make sure that I really make a point to get the place value across, or any math that I'm teaching across. And I've also found that when formative ongoing assessments, doing in my math class an exit slip, and just one thing that you really understood today, or one thing that you didn't understand that you need help on, or something just on a sticky note, so that whenever they transition and go to the next class, that for their next lesson, I know what I need to start with, and what I know which students know the information, and which students are having a little more trouble, and that we need to focus on that a little more with those students. Question 3, what is your opinion about instructional standards at a national, state, and local levels of education? I think as a new math teacher, I just think that the standards start in a lower level thinking, like in kindergarten, and they are, it's really important to get that foundation at each grade level, because we're just constantly building on the next standard. And it's I think that the standards, the way they're set up is, each level you're putting more on your foundation, and you are going to learn this information, and this is going to be it's going to use